Hunter Coffee here from Virginia, right?
Yeah.
And he brought us his 2000 Dodge. This is a truck that we did a 850 cage and a 4-link shoot. How many years ago was that? A couple years ago.
4 or 5.
And it was a rusty silver second gen, but it was his first truck. And so it's got a special place in his heart. And now it has a common rail. What's the setup on it that's on here now?
400 over injectors, 2 14-mil pumps, yeah, D&J enforcer.
And 72 turbo. So he's playing in the 72 fast class. Tyler, your aftermath diesel?
After hours automotive, yeah.
After hours automotive. What's the main thing you do in your shop over there?
To be honest with you, regular like fleet work. We tinker with race trucks and stuff like that, but it's not our bread and butter like you guys.
All right.
Yeah.
But Tyler does a real good job with the tuning. He's helped them out with the AAM, the logging, getting the shift points right. He understands racing, so they're a good team to go out to the racetrack and do something good. So we're excited to see what you guys can do in 72 fast. So that's what we're here for today, is get this thing dialed in and see what kind of power we can make, because you normally had compounds on it. You had what
76
size?
and a 106.
76, 106, and you've been a 560?
Yeah, we've been 560 flat so far with the truck.
So the truck obviously can make some good power. Pull the compounds off, put a 72 on it, and we're going to see how much power we can make today.
Yeah, should be fun.
What's the expectation?
We would like to be right up there with everyone else, so that way we got an even playing field when we go to the track. But yeah, 1150, 1200.
So if it doesn't do that, what are we going to do?
Spray it. No.
Add nitrous. Cool. Well, this is why we put it on the dyno, to see what we got, and then you know if you need to make changes to where if you're going to be in the ballpark of competing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did 1169, 1166. Looking at that run, rail pressure is not hitting the set point, and the pumps are running wide open. And with two 14-mil pumps, we should have plenty of pump. So we are going to retorque the feed tubes real quick. We did number one, and it moved about half a turn. So we're going to retorque feed tubes. Hopefully that fixes our rail pressure drop and keep on turning it up. We are also going to check for boost leaks while we have a minute anyway. Everything is vibrant clamped and V-banded, so it's not likely, but you always want to check. What's small?
Yeah, out of that Vangeon.
Hold the wall, baby.
Yeah.
I don't hear anything like super alarming. I don't see any. I mean, there's a couple like pinholes.
Yeah,
like
but
slowly.
Because I texted Aaron
It's not
a couple days ago.
not anything.
Not enough to cry home about.
Nope.
I come grab one
If it holds pressure like that you can bleed off, you're not losing horsepower.
A lot better, 1600 milliamps now, so current looks better. So
Okay.
that
Well, that was definitely the problem on rail. You got plenty of pump.
Yeah. Now we just need keep sneaking up on it.
Yeah, so rail was still down 3,000 psi. I can fix that in current. See, the desired was down during the stabilize, so I probably need to go in the tune. Let's see, rail pressure. Tune 5. It should have been max pressure anything over 2,600 RPM, and stabilize time was holding it at 2,500 RPM.
Of course.
So when I moved my start run down,
Yeah.
that's got me below 2,600. So I could just cheat it up just
So
a
now-
little bit. But I'm going to want to adjust current to get it to bang rail pressure. Because it took almost 3 seconds to get rail up to 27,000.
Gotcha.
And I want to be more aggressive with it right in there.
Yeah.
So boost wise, that was still, it's like 47 pounds of boost. That's low, surprisingly, for that fuel quantity. But we'll see. Let's get fuel right, and then see where we're at. got plenty of pump. We're 1300 milliamps, so I'm going to keep pulling current away until we get set point hit. Microseconds less, and it did 11:38. Tune before did 11:53. We're at 1210 horsepower. Now we're going to do a little test to see if channeling the air to the turbo via a velocity stack like through a headlight is going to make a difference on horsepower. So we really need how much more horsepower?
We'd like at least 10 so we can be number one on the board, but you know.
We're close. So we have made a lot of dyno pulls. It's very consistent as far as making 1210 horsepower the last two rips. So now we've got fuel and timing pretty much dialed in, and now we're just trying a couple other creative strategies. Put it on the staging limiter and make sure that our RPM limiter's right. Then I'm going to give him like 6 or 7 tunes and 50 RPM increments. That way he's ready to go to the track. All right, boys, what did we learn today?
We made some power.
We did. We got number one.
Yeah.
Finished the day at 1241 horsepower and what, 1661 foot-pounds of torque. Made over 16 dyno pulls over 1100 horsepower.
Yeah.
So definitely put in the work. The truck seems healthy. Intercooler is working very well.
Yeah.
Intake air temps during a dyno run is like 88 degrees. It's amazing. So the air-to-air intercooler is working very well. Obviously it's like a 3-second dyno pull, so it's not the same as a drag race.
We'll get you some more data on that once we get to the track.
Yeah, and we'll find out what it does going through the traps.
Yeah.
Another thing that was really interesting was the experiment we did with the velocity stack.
Yeah, just a 26-inch piece of pipe sticking straight out made
31, picked up 31 horsepower, putting that velocity stack in, so I think you guys have some plans to do some fabricating.
Yeah, do some fun stuff.
So I said for 70 grand you can buy a new hood, so just cut a hole in the hood and run a pipe out there. But
yeah, that's for sure.
We'll see what you guys come up with.
Yeah.
Next is getting shift points in. We got the limiter dialed. I've got you a bunch of limiter files in your email. We'll get it out in the parking lot and maybe launch it.
Yeah, a couple times.
See if it shifts. And send these guys off to do some testing, and we'll see them out at UCC for 72 Fast. All right. Garrett Stell gets bumped off, and Hunter Coffee goes number 1. There you go. Number 1 for Hunter Coffee. I think Cody's got a new set of injectors. He's going to come back and try again. We got a couple more 72 Fast guys coming up this week, so that's going to be fun. That's a pretty impressive list. Spins? slicks.
Yeah.
We'll get some slicks on it and see what happens. I like your soot.
That's my 5% tint.
That's right, 5% tint. And it's now matte black hood.